you're looking for some new and profitable print-on-demand niches you can get into, look no further. In this video, I'm gonna show you 10 hot new niches that are sure to make you money in 2023. Hey guys, my name is RJ Martinez, and if you're like me, you're always on the lookout for new opportunities to make money in. That's why I've put together this list of 10 hot print-on-demand niches that are sure enough to be profitable in 2023. So whether you're starting out or looking for new niches to jump into, this video is for you. And I have sold over $300,000 with Amazon merch on demand. Check out this screenshot right here. All right, this is gonna be a niche research number 23, okay? If you're unaware of what I'm using, it's come over here into Merch Informer, right? I'm gonna have my affiliate link down below in the description. I'm gonna go to product research and movers and shakers, okay? And basically this is like a daily search method I like to do, a research method that I like to do. And this basically goes to Amazon.com, but it filters all the Amazon merch on demand shirts, right? And you can use these for Redbubble, you can use them for Etsy, you can use them for TeePublic, wherever you're selling a design on. Okay, and then there's different categories in here too as well. So throw pillows, from throw pillows to t-shirts, right? So whatever you want to do, and then different marketplaces, and you can do weekly, monthly, daily. But I like to use it daily because there's always like those untapped niches that I like to find, and obviously there's niches in front of us that we don't even know about, right? So what we're coming down here, we're just reading and seeing what's like, you know, what's this front page telling us, right? And there's obviously all the way up to page 12, and there's a lot that's in here. Okay, so first thing is birthday boy. So when I see this right here, let me click on it, it pops up a new tab. But when I see birthday boy 9, okay, now you want to think about like different cross niches. So you can use like birthday, you know how they said they motocross, so you see what they did here, right? And they used 9 for the birthday. So there's 10, there's 11, there's 12. It can go on and on. But my thing is like, I want to see, okay, see some consistency. There's a lot of consistency right here when it comes to selling in this niche, right? It seems like, right? So think of different ideas like so you can mix. Obviously you can do, let me pull up my little notepad right here, top research ideas number, obviously. So the first one is going to be, you know, birthday, and you're gonna see like birthday, so like birthday for birthday boy, right? Birthday for a boy. And also to make sure that you guys are double checking all trademarks, you know, anything, any copyrights or anything, like make sure you're doing that on your end, because you know that's part of the business. And as we're selling on these print on demand platforms, we have to understand that, you know, that's part of the you know, the game. So birthday motocross, you can think like different sports too, baseball, football, right? And they did age 9, right? Now did age 9, turning 9, right? But then also there's 10, there's 11, there's 12, there's 13, like, you know what I mean? So think of, you know, different types of sports, okay, but then the different ages too as well. Okay, that's like a whole, you can take all week doing that. You can literally work in that one niche and think of different birthday ideas for boys or for girls, and there can be a ton that can be done inside that niche. All right, so that's the first niche. We're seeing a lot of like that leopard style right there. You see that, a lot of that. Keep an eye on that, because if you have a top selling design and you can add some leopard into there, you want to be careful, right? I think if you put like leopard print, because you don't want to talk about the actual print, so you want to be careful just depending on what platform you're on, right? With Amazon merch on demand, if you're using like the word leopard print, I haven't did it myself yet, but if you're using anything like that, you just want to be very careful, because you know they're strict with certain things on there. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's go down. Railroad crossing lights, funny train designs, right? I can see that working. Funny train. Okay, railroad crossing. Okay, I can see that doing good. I never would have even thought about something like this, right? Let me click on it, check it out. And it's on a white t-shirt too, by the way, which is interesting because, you know, most of my account I sell a lot of black t-shirts, but then in some of my top selling designs I put them up on like light colored t-shirts and they do pretty good. Okay, it's not giving us no information, but this one looks like it's come down 118, so it's been up for a while, but it looks like it's a consistent seller in the niche, right? Looking at it right here, and sold a few times already, but yeah, that can be a good one too. Now
senior. All right, this is going to be my monthly spreadsheet that I use every single month. Okay, when you get this, obviously this is going to be blank, but I have a few videos back there that's going to show you how to exactly use this. Okay, as I'm doing my research, my goal is to get all my research done in like one day out of the week. Okay, so let's say if it's a Monday, right, I want to get all my research done for the whole week. That way I can focus on either getting the designs up or doing keyword research, stuff like that, because I don't want to spend, you know, all month doing research when it can only take me just one day to do it. Okay, you can see, like, so you have everything filled out from the niche ideas, the sayings, design layout, or the, you know, the inspiration picks, kind of give my designers an idea of how to, you know, design for a certain niche, or what people, what's the demand for in this niche, or what type of design is it, or what type of funny graphic is it? A funny graphic? Is it a silly graphic? Is it a serious graphic? You know what I mean, as far as the illustration on the t-shirt. Okay, and this is the workflow that I use for my personal team, and this can be a workflow that you can use for yourself. And remember, if you want to grow your business to the next level, it's very important that you have a workflow, okay, that you hold yourself accountable by and get to work on. Okay, you can work on, you can see that for this month right here, I have about 25 niches. Okay, you can work on 25 niches for the month. You can work on 15 niches for the month, or 10 niches for the month, just to give you an idea. Okay, and this is one of the most important things. I'm gonna say this again: if you want to take your business to your next level, you have to have a worksheet. I mean, a worksheet, a workflow. Okay, a spreadsheet. Okay, exactly like this. And this is how you hold yourself accountable, by paying attention to this. If you research 10 niches and you go back and they're not done, that's your fault. Okay, so I'm gonna have this down below. The link is gonna be in the description. Okay, so it's a one-time fee of $10, and it's down there. And I have a few videos back there showing you all the information and going over all that fun stuff. Senior mom, senior graduate mom. Okay, so like graduation, right? Like different, like mom, dad, grandpa, you know what I mean? There's different stuff like that. That's what I'm getting from that. Senior graduated mom, or she's a mom and she's graduating, right? Not too sure on that. I have to do a little bit. I would do a little bit more research on that, but that can be an idea. But Easter also too. The next one will be Easter. Easter's coming up, right? And that's obviously next month, right? Is it too late for it? No, it's not, because it happens every year. But remember, just designing for it, you can definitely get some last minute sales going on over there. But cute like tractor ideas, like designs with bunny. Okay, that can be a good one. Something like that could be really good. Anything that I'm sharing with you guys on here, like some things that I'm kind of going over, but maybe you can pop an idea in your head. You're like, okay, cool, that can be a good one, right? I love you t-shirt, like designs. So like designs for like showing that you care about somebody, caring designs, right? Caring, I love you, I miss you, I love you, long time, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, like funny sayings. And yeah, I can see that working with anything like that. That can be a good idea, right? Celebrate neurodiversity. I'm not even sure what this is. Autism awareness shirts, men's. Oh, autism awareness boys. So it's an autism shirt, right? That's what I'm getting, right? And then another thing too, don't forget, you can just do like a certain search, and you can kind of just go into here and just get more ideas from this. Yeah, I would do a little bit more research on that right there, but something like that maybe, depending, like, you know, if you want to go into the certain niches like this, it's all up to you. This is my Bowling King. This Bowling King is 5. Okay, this is another birthday shirt, right? We just talked about, so you can just pretty much just add it up into here. So we talked about football, baseball, motocross, right? And then you're thinking about bowling too. Obviously there's a demand for it, because look, we found it on the same front page, and that can be another idea too, bowling, right? So keep that in mind. It's crazy because it's an okay design. It can be a little bit better, but when it comes to anything like this, that's another idea. Like this front page telling a story. Like obviously there's a demand for birthday shirts, and maybe obviously you can't find them in the store, so they're probably looking online. Maybe I can find this online, right? So beer, bourbon, BBQ. Summertime's coming up. Barbecue season, right, is approaching. So BBQ drinking shirts or drinking designs, right? Designs. you can think of, like, so there's beer, there's bourbon, right? Bourbon, and there's whiskey, oop, whiskey, God, I can't type today. Whiskey, tequila. What else would you drink in the summertime? Beer. Like, there's a ton. I can go on and on and on. I'm just trying to think of like something else that would be really good in here. Beer. I know there's like what? Beer, just different type of whiskeys, tequila. You know, you get the point, right? So just think of different ideas, funny sayings, okay, around funny drinking designs. Anything around this right here would do really good. Just think of like different ways, different things. If you have friends that are doing barbecue right now, and or they're preparing to do a barbecue, this would be a good idea, a good t-shirt, a good barbecue t-shirt. So think of different things like that. Okay, Papa Bear, You Matter, Sisters, Moo, funny. So like funny animal sayings, you can see right here, this would be a good one. So funny cow sayings, right? This would be more general. Just think of different animals. Okay, different animals, different funny sayings that you can do. Like that's a cool. See, it's a cool little graphic, right? And then it says Moo. Very simple, right? Nothing too crazy, but it's a cool design. That's cool, pretty cool, right? Uncle Bear. So you see Papa Bear and you're seeing Uncle Bear. So maybe they similar, very similar, right? And kind of similar design almost, but you get the point. Uncle Bear, Papa Bear. So think of, you know, if you can use that. And okay, LGBTQ. Remember the keywords too. I'm looking at the keywords right there that can tell you the story of who they're targeting, right? So you can kind of get more of an idea of like what's going on. Sometimes they're wrong. Sometimes they're, you know, sometimes they're good. Cruise ship. Cinco Drinko Squad. Cinco Drinko Squad. Cinco de Mayo. It's a Cinco de Mayo design. You're going to see a lot of this coming up right now because of, you know, Cinco de Mayo's coming up. So that's going to be a big one. And that's coming up. And Cinco Drinko Squad, right? So funny sayings around, like if you can do a squad. So squad, you're like thinking of like 4 or 5 different people buying one shirt at a time. So you can create people buying multiple shirts because there's a squad, right? So 3 or more, I want to say, people are buying, you know, of that one t-shirt, right? And you're seeing like how the theme that they're using, okay, that the green, the red, and like that kind of more of like that off-white type of color with the, you have like a character right here with the hat on with some drinks around him. I'm pretty sure he's drunk and laid out. He may have a beer in his hand, but something like that, kind of get the idea, the concept behind that, and you can create like funny sayings around drinking - Cinco de Mayo, right? That can be a good one. Okay, I survived my wife's master's degree. That's cool. Funny sayings around like graduations and stuff like that. That can be a good one, right? You have your wife is graduating, right? And you funny sayings around. You can be a husband and the wife graduation. Husband - wife graduation, right? That can be a good one too. Okay, so 9. And we're just going to knock off this whole front page and then continue. This husband and wife cruising partners for life. Okay, this is a cool one. Anything around cruising right now, because it's, you know, spring going into summer, right? There can be a lot that be done right there. I've been talking about that in this series of, you know, finding research ideas for you guys. So you can see I've been talking about this one, about any up and coming holiday like Easter and stuff like that. There's a lot in there. So if you haven't watched, go back and watch the previous videos that I've done on this. Warning: cancer, destruction in progress. I'm not sure how you guys feel about certain like shirts like this. I think if you understand the rules and stuff like that, but can't like cancer shirts, stuff like that. If you're a good designer, right, and you want to, you know, show the world like you're designing with a purpose and stuff like that, you can show people like, okay, like here's a design you may like, and obviously it can be a great design for that niche. Okay, there's a lot of talented art designers out there that are really good. Freestyle, motocross, dirt bike, supercross bike. This is cool. I like what they did right here with the retro with the chain, right? And then you got the retro style, and then you got a guy doing a trick with his motocross bike, which is really cool. We touched on motocross for the birthday, but if you want to touch like on general, like just motocross itself, retro, and then freestyle freestyle like stunts, freestyle tricks, right? There's several different tricks that can be done with the bike, right? So you can like change up that, you know, that silhouette a little bit and do something else. El Jefe is grilling. You can see this working for like a Cinco de Mayo, right? Mexican dad El Jefe, that can be a good one too. Crybaby, expensive and difficult. Funny sarcastic shirts. Anything related around expensive and difficult. Really cool shirt, kind of like that retro style. That could be something right there, right? Feature MILF. Okay, MILF designs, anything around, you can do like MILF, anything MILF, like funny, right? Well, funny sayings can be really good. And if you don't know what that is, look up MILF, okay? Okay, so it's, you know, anything, it can be, anything around that can be really good. But we covered over 10 niches, okay, which is really, really good. There's so many different ideas that can be done in here. You can see how I did this, and the idea behind this is like when I come into here, okay, what is this front page telling me? You know, and you can do these searches too on Amazon.com. You don't have to use any paid tools, but when it comes to any of this stuff, you have to have an understanding of, you know, you have a clear mind when you're coming here. Okay, what's standing out to me? What's in demand, and what can I create to make sales? Because obviously the goal is to make money with your designs on any of these print-on-demand platforms, and you know, create something that is ranking for years to come. You know, I have a few designs that's maybe over, you know, $30,000-$40,000 a year, which is really, really awesome. And they're going to continue to do that because that's just what it is. That's what I do. And I actually help people do this too as well. So do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up.
And if you guys want some more niche ideas, check out this video right here and make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel.